Hey guys, this is Zach Livy. I'm the newest recruiting analyst and reporter for the Wolverine.com, and I was in Cincinnati, Ohio last week and saw on 300 running back and top Michigan target in the 2024 class, Jordan Marshall. Marshall, who stands 5'11" and 195 pounds, is ranked number 4 in the state of Ohio among all junior prospects. Marshall's team, Archbishop Moeller, won its playoff game against Lakota West as a 4-star compelled 15 carries for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. All of this coming in the first half alone, as Marshall sat out the second half due to load management. Marshall also caught one pass for 38 yards, which ended up being only one of 2 passes that Mueller attempted in the first half. Marshall is your ideal all-around running back. Nothing fancy with his attributes, just a physical and mentally tough ball carrier who prefers lowering the shoulder in between the tackles rather than sidestepping. Marshall also prefers the methodical approach to picking up yards rather than taking risks. As you saw with these clips here, with a 3-yard carry here and like a 7-yard carry there, before finding the opening, bouncing off attempted tacklers, and picking up significant gains. Marshall's captain abilities, as you saw from the first clip, make him almost like a volunteer coach at times on the sidelines as well, which goes to show that his presence is not just felt on the field. Marshall has one of the thickest lower halves that I've seen out of a running back in my 11 months of covering Michigan football recruiting, with his forearms also appearing to look more like tree trunks than anything else. Marshall is so entrusted by the Mueller coaching staff that his first 8 carries actually ended up being the first 8 plays ran by the team offensively. Marshall is also so well composed that even after a fumble on the handoff, he broke out for a 62-yard carry on the very next play, which led to Mueller's first touchdown. Marshall visited Michigan twice this year, with his most recent visit coming from the Michigan State game back in late October. Mike Hart is doing really well with this recruitment, as he's established a close relationship with not just Marshall, but his entire family as well. Marshall appreciates the connection that he has with Hart and the overall development that Hart has instilled within the Michigan running backs. When I talked to Marshall after the win last week, he would describe Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards simply as beasts. Marshall is also super fond of the academic opportunities presented on campus and is expected to return in Ann Arbor in the spring. Be sure to check out the Wolverine.com for more Michigan football recruiting coverage from EJ Holland and myself.